Hey, what's up guys? Gangster Jeweler here. So today we are going to be working on a ring that you probably seen in the last video. This is a very thin shank on this ring to begin with. It really needs a new shank, but they just want it welded together, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to weld it together. So with that being said, let's go ahead and file these sides down real quick, just to make sure we got a nice clean even surface to weld there. God, that is so thin. So thin. Alright, anyways, let's go ahead and push that down like so. And we'll push that down like so. Alright, and we got it even. You want to get it as close as you can before you weld it. So let's go ahead and get it set up to weld here. We're going to dip it in boric acid denatured alcohol, which you guys probably already know that by now. And we're going to be using a 5 tip. And if all goes well, this should be a fairly quick video, fairly quick repair. But sometimes things don't always go the way you plan them or the way they should, you know, so we never know. As I'm sure you guys have seen on a couple of my videos, sometimes things just don't go the way you plan it. And that's alright. It just means more work, usually. But that's not a big deal. Let's go ahead and cut us white gold. So we're going to be using white gold hard solder. And we're going to need some flux. I'll put a little bit on there. Alright guys, let's go ahead and hopefully we have an uneventful weld here, but you never know. Alright guys, let's see what we got. Let's go ahead and get this thing welded. Hopefully it'll flow right on through. Okay, I think we are all the way through. Let me double check though. Just to be sure, yeah. Looks like we're welded all the way through. Let me zoom you guys back out here. Now these aren't all diamonds and we don't have any gemstones in there, so we're not too worried about dipping it in water while it's hot. Won't shatter the diamonds at all, so we're not too worried about that. Okay, we got it welded together. Like I said, that's a very thin shank to begin with anyways. Very thin. Let's go ahead and round this out a little bit here. God, that thing is just so thin. Look at that thing. It's not a whole hell of a lot of shank there to begin with. But at any rate, we're just doing what they tell us to do. Weld it together. That's what we're doing. So, you straighten the shank out a little bit here. There we go. Still need to straighten it out just a tad bit more here. Now we're not going to file the sides down with a file because there is not much shank here to begin with. So we're going to file it down with the silicone wheel. But yeah, there's just not a whole lot there to work with to begin with. So let's go ahead and file the inside down real quick, and then we'll do the outside. Okay, let's go ahead and switch to our outside rock here. But see, this is the shit right here. This is shit that, you know, they'll sell and then keeps breaking, and they really shouldn't even sell that to begin with, because it's fairly thin shank to begin with. I mean, that'll probably keep breaking, but then they want to, then when the customer comes back and it keeps breaking, then they blame it on the jeweler. And half the time it's not the jeweler's fault, but the jeweler is always the fall guy for some reason. I'm sure a lot of you veterans know that. And it's like, no, you sold a piece of shit to begin with, and it's just going to keep breaking, you know? I mean, look at that thing. I think there just ain't much there to begin with. At any rate, it really needs a new shank, but you know, that I understand why they don't want to do it, because I mean, put a new shank on there, you're talking some money, you know. So, but jewelry does have a lifespan. You know, over time, jewelry wears down. You know, the ends on your necklaces will wear down. Your shank's going to wear down from wearing it. There's just nothing you can do about it. I mean, jewelry does have a lifespan. It doesn't last forever. It's almost like a car. You know, there comes a point where it's not feasible to fix the car, or it's better just get a new one. And jewelry's the same way. You can fix it and fix it and fix it, but then if you don't want to put a new shank on it, and this keeps getting thinner and thinner from wear and tear, then you got to weigh the options. Do you want to keep this ring? Do you want to put a new shank on it, or you want to get another ring? You know, that's just something you have to decide. Alright, let's go ahead and smooth the inside of the ring now. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and smooth the outside and the sides of the ring. And then we'll be ready to drop it in ultrasound and go get it polished. Who's calling me? Scam likely. Y'all get a bunch of spam calls? I get that shit all day long, man. I probably get like 20 spam calls a day. It's ridiculous. Now, like I said, we're not going to file the sides down with a file because we don't have much shank there to begin with. So we're just going to make it even with the silicone wheel. We don't want to use a file. We don't want to use a rock. We just want to use a silicone wheel because it's already thin enough. Alright, let's hit this other side. Alright guys, we got that welded back together. It's so thin though, but we got it welded back together. Let's go get it smoothed out, got it ready to polish. I'll drop it in ultrasound for a few. I'll go polish it and then we'll come back and look at the finished product, guys. We'll be right back. Alright guys, we're back with that ring. So we got it nice, clean and polished. Got it welded back together. Although, like I said, it's a fairly thin shank to begin with. But hopefully it'll last them a while. But at any rate, it was fairly simple repair, uneventful. I'm not going to complain about that. It's been a while since we've had a fairly quick, easy one. But this is a Gangster Driller, guys. If you would like and subscribe, that would be fantastic. If you'd like to leave a tip or donation, the link for that will be down in the description. although it's not required, just helps the channel grow. Also, if you'd like to check out my Kick live stream and my Twitch live stream, they're more like reaction type streams and channels, and also my other YouTube channel, which I'll have the link for that down in the description as well, which is where most of my live streams go. So you can check that out. Also, if you're looking to buy jewelry in the Jacksonville area, I highly recommend Money Miser on Blanding Boulevard. If you're not in the Jacksonville, you're buying online, I highly recommend Stellar Jewelry, which I'll have the link for that down in the description as well. But I think that about covers everything, guys. If you want me to do your repairs, you can visit my Etsy shop. I don't remember if I mentioned that. I'll have the link for that down in the description as well, and I'll probably make a video of me doing your repairs. But I think that's about it, guys. This was a fairly uneventful repair, but it's been a while since we've had a simple one, so I figured I'd film it. But this is the Gangster Jeweler, guys. I appreciate you guys tuning in, and I will see you all on the next one, y'all. Take care.